there, it's Charlie. Welcome to Cameo.
What up, dog? It's Big Snoop Dogg. Coming at you live on Cameo.
How's it going, guys? I'm on Cameo.
Yo, what's up? It's Marlon Wayans. I am on Cameo.
Thanks for finding me on Cameo.
I am officially on Cameo.
Hey, it's your boy Beer Biceps, aka Ranveer Alavadia. I'm here with Stefan Henriquez.
How's it going?
He's
nice to be here.
You're welcome to India, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you're the CMO of Cameo?
Yeah. I do marketing and I do the international business. So that's why I'm here in India.
Why are you in India?
Oh, because we really want to kickstart India's growth for Cameo as well very soon. So can't wait for that.
Nice. So for the Indians watching this, what does Cameo do?
Yeah. So Cameo is the most personalized fan experience you can imagine, right? Like you as one of the many like celebrities here, right, when we're around the world, you're looking always for new ways how you can connect with your fans, right? Yeah. And there's no direct to consumer way for a celebrity or like a social media star, whatever, to connect with their fans. And so we thought like, how can we like help the influencer, the star, like the sports star, etc., to like organize who they should respond to a little bit better, right? And how can we make more fans happy at the same time? And so Cameo came up, and Cameo really like enables people to get someone else's attention. So imagine like your like brother's birthday is coming up, right? Or your sister's wedding, or like you're like a big fan of a certain person. You can grab the attention because you can basically pay for getting a video that is personalized.
Hey Holly, it's Chris Harrison.
Hi guys, I'm on Cameo now.
You can get a shout out now because I'm on Cameo.
The Mooch, shut the up.
Hey Jordan, happy birthday. This was booked by Christopher.
Hi Grace, Carol Lindsay here, and I just wanted to wish you a very, very happy 14th birthday.
So what's Cameo been doing in USA in terms of growth? Like how do you guys reach out to celebrities? Like how does it work for y'all?
Yeah, so now we have like almost 20,000 talent on the platform. Wow. Really everyone from like YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers to like sports stars from the NBA, soccer from Europe. We have people like from reality TV that you've seen in some reality shows. We have artists like big names like Snoop Dogg or Charlie Sheen from TV. So it really goes through the whole spectrum.
Hey, Steve. Happy 21st birthday from your boy, Big Snoop Dogg.
All right, check it out. How we doing? Yeah. Okay, fine. It's Charlie.
What's in it for the talents?
Yeah.
Like what does the talent get out of this?
Oh, the talent gets the majority of the cut, right? So basically they're getting a new way to monetize their fans directly, which before was impossible because you're very, very reliant on ad revenue from like the two big platforms, or you maybe like look for an agent who gets you a deal. But it's really like a small percent of the people that can actually have access to that. So now you build your following on a certain platform, and it's just a new way for you to like also like make sure that you can make a living out of your art and the creative stuff that you love as someone creative.
But specifically about India, so I do believe that India follows everything that the West does, maybe 3 to 5 years later. So how is Cameo specifically looking at entering India? Like, you know, have you all thought about this for a while? Are you all going to tweak the platform a little bit? What's happening in your minds?
I just came from like YouTube and TikTok as my last jobs, and I've seen the massive growth of the platforms in India, right? Yeah. So I'm fascinated by India in general, and it's so diverse, and there's so many, it's a continent, it's not just a country. I think there's so much opportunity, and I think there is this grace for like fandom and people like love to connect, right? And especially because the country is so big, it's impossible to do that, right? You cannot, I'm sure you have to do like Comic Cons as well in India, right? But how many people can you make happy really with a Comic Con, right? Like it's in the tens or maybe the hundreds, right? But now if you can basically do the same thing like what you would do at a Comic Con from your couch at home, or like when you're like in a car, like on the way to the airport or whatever, you can basically fill that time with creating like 30-second videos for your fans, right? And getting paid for it at the same time. So I think there's a huge opportunity for India, and India is going to be one of the first markets internationally that we will launch out to.
So Stefan, I know you're part of the Cameo core team, but could you take me to the origin stories? Like how did that happen? Like how did you all figure this idea?
Yeah, I mean, I could, but why should I do that? I think we should get the man who actually invented that whole thing, right? Okay, let's get Steven in.
Okay, another brother.
CEO.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going, Steven?
Good to meet you.
How did Cameo start? Like, how did you figure this?
We had the idea that selfies are the new autograph, and this is probably something that you saw when you were growing up and you saw someone famous. You probably picked up whatever piece of paper you could find and get them to sign something.
Yeah.
Today, when your fans see you, what do? They want to take a selfie with you. They want to put it on Instagram. They want to tweet it out. And that's kind of like the ultimate currency.
Yeah.
So we were trying to build the marketplace where for X amount of money, you could do Y activity with Z person. Now we're starting with this first Y activity, which is making the 30-second videos. But in the future, we want to be the marketplace where your fans could do anything with you that you're willing to let them pay for.
You know, when you're looking at a market like India, what are some things that you want to learn before you actually enter like the Indian market?
There's so many cultural differences in every market. We were just in Tokyo a couple weeks ago, right? And there's things about Japanese culture that, you know, make it very different from Indian culture, make it different from American culture. So number one, I think first we're trying to learn who are the people in India that the Indians want on the platform. Secondly, there's a lot of different subcultures. There's so many languages here. So the stars in Tamil or the Bengali stars are very different than the Hindi stars or the Bollywood stars or things like that. So making sure that we get the right talent on, I think, is so important. And then secondly, making sure that this is seen as a really cool emerging thing. In the United States, Cameo has been seen as probably, you know, the hottest, coolest new tech company to come out, you know, probably since TikTok. Wow. And now we want to make sure that it has the same momentum when we enter the market here, because if the stars all think it's cool, the consumers will think it's cool.
How's it going, guys? I'm on Cameo.
Hey, it's Steven, CEO at Cameo. We're here in Bombay, and we're very excited to bring Cameo to India. What we keep hearing and what our Indian friends back home have been telling us, you know, Bollywood stars are going to be huge, cricket stars are going to be huge, musicians are going to be huge, and then we've also heard that holy men are going to be very big as well. In the US, we have the Archbishop of the Greek Orthodox Church is on Cameo, and you can book, like I could book him for my grandma to wish her a happy 90th birthday, right? And get a prayer from her favorite, you know, priest, like. So we think that'll be a big thing in India as well.
We see a lot of people actually using it for that occasion, that they actually want like motivations from someone on a regular basis that they really love, right? So I think, like especially also like all the local cultures, right? Like really like working with them is going to be huge for us. And I think another great thing, given we reach people around the world, right? Cameo gets a lot of booking from all around the world. Is I think the opportunity for Indian stars to connect with their Indian fans in other parts of the world, be it like the US or the UK or the Middle East, right? And like being able to like connect with them because they can't go to a Comic-Con all the time, right? But they can basically do the same thing from their couch or on the way to the airport right now and reach their fan in Dubai or like in Houston.
Yeah. And my final question to you guys is, other than the whole, you know, thing about how India is full of mixed cultures and, you know, it's like different countries put together in one country, what's the other thing that's really daunting as an organization that's trying to enter this country? Like,
so I think
what do you all
I think two things. I think payment is a really interesting thing. One thing that we've learned from other companies that come in, the volume of Indians that could use the service could be massively high, but the amount that can afford it, it's so important that we make sure that we enter at a affordable price point as well. In the United States, the average video is $60. In India, it would probably have to be cheaper than that for it to really catch on at scale. I think that's interesting. The second thing most daunting, the language thing is going to be huge, right? There's going to be people that don't speak English that want to book from an English person, and if all of a sudden you get US celebrities getting requests in Bengali or Tamil, they're going to read it, they have no idea what it's saying. So that'll be a fun one to crack. But honestly, every part of it's fun. Getting the right talent's fun. Letting customers know about it's fun. You know, we're going from scratch here, and that's why we're really excited.
And also getting feedback is fun, right? So if whoever like once has feedback for us, like reach out to us on LinkedIn.
Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you so much. Thanks,
Steven.
It's so good to meet you.
Likewise, brother. I wish you guys all the luck in the world. And,
likewise.
Thank you for bringing more money into the social media game. Okay. See you guys. See you soon.
See you.